Hola, voy a jugar al Monkey Island 2. Que me acabo de terminar ayer el 1. Pues quería probar el 2. Que no lo he jugado. Solo he jugado al 4, como bien dije en el 1. Y quería jugar al 2. Vale, a ver. Esto... A ver. Ahora la pregunta es, ¿se escucha? Ahora la pregunta es, ¿se escucha? Ahora la pregunta es, ¿se escucha? Sí, se escucha. Ok. Pues vamos a jugar. Igual hoy no estoy tanto tiempo como ayer. Pero... Porque ayer tampoco tenía pensado estar tanto tiempo. Simplemente que como ya estaba acabando el juego, pues
Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm
Hombre,
in
Fel.
search of treasure.
Hola.
The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable
Estoy
and so well hidden that
aprovechando-
it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the sea. You mean
un rato antes de irme a dormir para hacer un poquito de directo.
none other.
Como me terminé
Then
ayer el
why'd
Monkey
you
Island
come
1, pues
here?
quiero terminar
There's
el
no
2.
treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
Either way, we won't have to hear about the Chuck anymore.
Gracias. Ya terminé de comer. Estaba comiendo unos cereales, ¿eh? No te creas tú que está... Llego cansado y la verdad es que me apetece bien poco el cocinar.
When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
El embargo del lago. La jugabilidad, por lo que he visto, cambia bastante del primero al segundo. En el primero todavía utilizas un par de teclas. En este, solo el ratón. Tienes la A para... Como si fueran los comentarios del director.
Don't go on that bridge. There's like, oh, don't.
Ah, puedo jugar mientras...
I just like this bit because the player always feels like.
Vale. A ver, la cosa es que en el inventario, por lo visto,
Where
tienes
do you
buenas cosas.
think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
¿Es esto un soborno? ¿Y quién me va a obligar? ¿Tapón? Yo no pago por nada, soy un pirata.
I don't pay
Venga,
for
vamos a meternos en
nothing.
el rol.
I'm a pirate.
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Police!
¿Por qué le iba a sacudir encima del agua?
There's
si se le
no
cae todo al agua?
police on Scab Island.
¿Quién corta el tráfico y raya las juntos? Mi abrigo nuevo, no. Vamos a meternos más en el rol.
Okay, put me down now and I won't have to hurt you.
En este vamos a ir de sobraos.
That's a good one. Maybe I won't kill you right now.
Whoa.
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Lago Ligre.
Este tipo va a aparecer de vez en cuando en la historia para robarme las cosas que tenga.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Vale, supongo que...
Okay, here is the big premiere of iMuse.
right?
Yes.
This is the biggest, and I think the biggest ever, most complicated piece of iMusic music that we...
Bueno, da igual. Me da bastante pereza teniendo en cuenta que no me he pasado el juego y no me entero de la mitad de las cosas. Prohibido cavar, el camino. Vamos para... ¿Puedo ir para acá? Obviamente, pues no tengo nada en el inventario, que es este. Puerta. Esto... No sé a dónde tengo que ir. Ahí está, parece que voy a coger algo de leña. Clavos.
Pounds and pounds of nails.
Ah, mira, estos son los...
I can't move it.
Empujar, usar y coger.
Get away from there.
Vale.
I need all of them.
Mesa de trabajo. Ves, en este ya te permiten coger menos cosas, que eso, la verdad es que el primero se echaba en falta. Que prácticamente podías coger cualquier cosa. Vale. Hola, Candy.
Yeah?
¿Qué va? No estaba en stream hasta después de que ya habías hecho la raid, por eso no te preocupes. Estaba terminando de cenar, así que... ¿Cuál es el problema del largo ese? Chef, ¿cuánta madera roería un roedor si los roedores roerían robles?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Qué bonito.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No, like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh.
Este juego es una versión remasterizada del Monkey Island 2. Este sería el original, que aparte solo está en inglés. Pero luego lo remasterizaron y le hicieron dibujos en plan de este estilo, que quedan bastante chulos. Y pues hay gente que es muy purista y dice que el juego es mejor así, y hay otros como yo que, como no jugamos al original en su momento, pues este me gusta bastante más.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could
Y lo que
chuck
tiene
wood?
de bueno estos del Monkey Island 1 y 2 especiales es que con un botón cambias a la versión clásica. Una cantidad de robles, ¿cuánto madera roería?
But if a woodchuck could chuck and woodchuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Ah, es un
Even if a
trabalenguas.
woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
Sí,
No,
tiene su encanto.
I'm a
O sea,
woodsmith, which gives one of us
esta
an excuse for
remasterización está
dressing
mucho...
funny.
Es un
I'd like to
remake,
look around a
realmente.
bit.
Está
Good
mucho
then.
mejor hecho que el del 8, ¿eh? A este por lo menos le hicieron dibujicos nuevos. Ah, mira, con el clic derecho automáticamente me da el por defecto, que es mirar o hablar.
Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. Inquire below.
Me van a dar trabajo. Ay, me pica la nariz.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Un grog, por favor. Vi el rótulo fuera. ¿Cuál
I
es el
saw your
trabajo?
sign outside. What's the job?
Oh, yeah. I really should take that thing down. I hired a new cook just this morning. But if things don't work out with him, I'll let you know.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't
Casi,
have
bro.
any alcohol in it,
No,
but
pero
it's
tengo
just
dinero.
as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
En otros pantalones, ¿quién es esa Kate que mencionaste?
Who's this Kate person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Nice place you have here.
Vale,
Oh,
tiene pinta de que
see
vamos
ya.
a tener que hacer que despidan al cocinero por algún motivo. Anuncio.
It reads Jojo, appearing
Jojo.
nightly, no cover charge.
Como
You
los
better leave it
yoyos.
there. Don't want to hurt business. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. It's a metronome.
¿Puedo llevar un metrónomo?
No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons.
Vale.
Hey, hired help only.
Vale, sí. De alguna manera tengo que hacer que echen al empleado y así puedo entrar yo ahí, supongo. Pero bueno, de momento da igual porque no tenemos nada que hacer, entre comillas. De momento, explorar y ver en qué se basa la historia. ¿Puedo
It's
dormir?
too small.
Vale, montón de papeles. Tiene pinta de mapas.
It's a pile of blank paper.
Acabo de robarme papel, mirar papel, cerrar inventario. Vale, usar,
It's blank.
mirar. Está en blanco. Ok. ¿Puedo coger varios?
I've got enough.
No, solo necesito uno. ¿Me puedo llevar
I
el
can't
mapa?
reach it. Excuse me.
¿Puedo coger el cartógrafo?
Yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Soy Gabriel Streetwell, el que se cargó de Chuck, eso me da igual. ¿Quién eres tú? ¿Sabes sobre Dick Whoop? Vas a ir de sobrados, que era el rol que vamos a hacer.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Uh-huh.
No le importa una mierda. Espérate, espérate. Vamos a coger el mapa.
I can't reach it.
Vale, yo quería coger al enano.
I'm not dressed for wrestling.
Vale, vale. Porque en el primero hay muchas acciones que no te dejaban hacer sin más. O sea, no te daban la opción de intentarlo siquiera, aunque pudieses funcionar o no. Abre la caja. Vale.
Nice. It won't fit in my pocket. Nice.
Ah, ya está, eso es todo. Pues cierra la caja.
It's just a bucket.
Usar con...
That doesn't seem to work.
Hey, leave that alone.
¿Es vuestro cubo?
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well, no.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
Y ya está.
No, we don't clean leather.
No limpiamos
Not
cuero.
responsible for lost buttons or hooks. Not responsible for stains left on clothing.
Ah, es una lavandería. ¿Qué sabes sobre el largo la grande? ¿Tú quién eres? Quiero recoger la colada.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
Me lo robaron, lo he dejado caer en la ropa. Mamá lo tiró cuando lo perdí en una pelea. Lo perdí en una pelea.
I lost it while being keel-hauled.
Your dog got mauled? What does that have to do with a claim ticket?
Oh, never mind.
No, no tengo el ticket.
Oops. I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
¿Puedo...? ¿Doble clic? No. No puedo hacer automáticamente. No, no puedo. Vale, con esto, pues... pongo pause como en el primero. Libro de registro, un caimán. ¿Puedo llevarme al caimán?
I could lose a finger doing that. Oh, isn't that cute?
Esto bonito. Cuerda. ¿Y si le robamos la cuerda?
It's securely fastened.
A ver, ¿qué es esto?
Only one guest.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
Only one guest.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
Vale, Largo se hospeda aquí.
I'd have to have a room first. Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
Ah, muy bien. No me va a dejar pasar, ¿no?
Hold it right there.
Ya me parecía.
That's a private room. No going up there.
Vale, aquí está la habitación de Largo. Vale, ya entro en todas las partes de aquí. Vamos a ver qué dicen los
Okay, here
directores.
is the big premiere of iMuse. Right?
Yes.
This is the biggest, and I think the biggest ever, most complicated piece of iMuse music that was ever made.
We had like two full-time programmers who were doing nothing but programming the iMuse transitions.
Because like it's a main theme outside, and then every time you go into one of these inner locations,
mira, una pala.
The house, it would enable or disable instruments, and it would.
Vaya, que no me interesa vuestra conversación. No te voy a mentir. Tenemos la playa, que es donde empezó la historia, ¿no? Puedo ir al pantano. Por aquí parece que península y cementerio. Vale, tengo una pala, podría ir al cementerio. Vamos a ir aquí primero. No puedo ir más rápido. Un palo, coge el palo. Madera.
Steamin' weenies, 20 feet.
Salchichas calientes.
Can't pick that up.
No suena nada a un bar gay. En el primer juego utilizan muchísimo la palabra marica. Algo que, la verdad, me sorprende. Era otra época, obviamente. Cuando los insultos se utilizaban sin repercusiones.
He's back.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Tengo que volver aquí cuando acabe para contar la historia?
Ever tell you about the time I kicked LeChuck's butt?
Look, Guybrush, besides the fact that we'd all rather die than hear that story again, there's another reason you shouldn't go spreading that story around.
Largo Legrand is back on Scab. He used to be LeChuck's right-hand man. You don't want to get Largo on your bad side.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
A two-bit thug.
He's nothing but a low-down weasel.
So why don't you kick Largo off the island?
Well, we would.
But he was very close to LeChuck.
But LeChuck's gone forever.
I heard they never found his body.
That's because I blew it into 1,000 pieces.
Oh no. Not this story again.
No se lo creen, pero es verdad.
You guys know any piratey songs?
Sure. Fink here knows a million. Go ahead, Fink. Sing that one about Scab Island.
Oh, all right. Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scab than a scab on a pirate. And if you listen to me gab, I'll tell you why I admire it. Oh, the people are too friendly, the weather's not the best. The lodging's too expensive and Largo's quite a pest. But the thing I like about Scab is what it hasn't got. No mayor or police force, and no jail in which to ride.
That was beautiful.
Well,
me voy.
See you salty dogs later.
No me interesa.
That reminds me. Do we have any weenies left?
Salchichas. Se van a comer las salchichas. ¿Qué pasa? Se quedó quieto por un momento. Creo que si lo dejas quieto empieza a darle al piececito. Se mueve un poquito de lado. Ah, para allá. Insisto en que deberían dejarme hacer doble clic. Vale, aquí ya ha estado. Vamos al pantano.
International House of Mojo.
El Mojo.
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
Ah, muy bien. Puedo simplemente ir para allá. Orilla, tendré que mirar ahí después. Este será el laberinto, ¿no? Siempre en todos los moqueos hay un laberinto. Que si no tienes algún mapa o alguna mierda de moverte, pues te pierdes. Choza. ¿Aquí es donde está la señora Voodoo? La típica señora Voodoo. Me lo llevo.
I'll just take a little.
Y si puedo, la calavera también.
Appears to be bolted to the table.
Jarra.
No thanks. I don't need it. It looks like bound editions of Voodoo Quarterly. No, that stuff's way too technical for me.
Vamos para acá. Hombre, sí, la señora Voodoo.
Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
Cuéntame algo sobre el largo ese, cómo va el negocio.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I
Lo
told
dudo.
you where to find the voodoo antidote
Tampoco.
and how to turn it into the powerful ghost-dissolving potion you need.
Eso es mentira.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Me imagino que ella eran los consejos antes de que pusieran lo de la H. Tenías que ir a verla a ella y te decía qué tenías que hacer. Vaya coñazo, ¿no?
Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person. And no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
Vaya, hablando de valientes.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe.
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey,
Qué bonito.
that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his
Un
body,
líquido, qué rico.
and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take this shopping list.
Thanks.
Now go.
Hala, ya tenemos las misiones. Mira como rema, ¿eh? Una vez cada 200 años. ¿Qué más tenemos por aquí? Nada. Vale. Del cementerio puedo buscar los huesos del largo, ¿no? Tengo una pala, un cubo, un palo, un hilo. Lista la compra.
Great recipes from the International House of Mojo. Page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo doll mix. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Vale. Parece ser que hay que buscar por aquí los huesos de la familia.
The Ricketts.
Los
No
Ricketts.
trespassing. Stan's Cozy Crypts. A place to spend eternity, not a fortune. The Quagmires. No trespassing. Here lies Hank Plank. Does anybody recognize that name? He didn't have any money on him when he died, and somebody's got to pay for the funeral. Stan. Here lies Nibbles the dog. He was a bad dog. We're glad he's dead. Stan's Casual Crosses, for graves that don't need to dress up.
Alguna tiene que estar en los del Le Grande.
Warning! Quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever.
A ver, me cago en la hostia, tío. Tengo que buscar en todas.
Here lie the Gordo brothers, too big for any ship. Let's hope the Earth can hold them. The Grouts. No trespassing.
Lechada.
These spots reserved for our privileged future customers. The grave of the unknown pirate. The grave of the unknown cabin boy. The grave of the unknown drunk guy we found face down in his own vomit on the beach. Marco Largo Legrand. Hell on sea or sand. The good news is, he's dead. The bad news is, he bred. There once was a girl named Carrie who thought that she soon should marry. She went into town and flirted around. She didn't get wed, she got buried.
Es una rima.
No man commanded Jean-Louise, not on land and not on water. John did whatever he did please, until he kissed the gunner's daughter. Here lies daredevil Jim McDowell. Hand of steel, leg of wood. Jim took every risk he could. A life of action, that was Jim's. Too bad he ran out of limbs.
La casulla no es lo de la
Can't dig
Q.
that, Daddy.
Hombre, a ver. ¿Por qué me ha llamado Daddy?
This is creepy feeling.
I'd swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
Y punto. Vale, ya la he tapado. Tengo el hueso. A ver a qué me dicen.
I forgot about the graveyard.
This is like the greatest scene ever.
Why are the bats making different sounds here?
Okay, so why
This is another thing we fought over. I thought the pants thing, I didn't think that was funny.
I think the pants
And you
thing
thought it was
is
the best thing in the whole game.
I did, and I still do. I actually use this as an example sometimes when I'm
You
talking
used
to
to think
people.
was funny and now realize it's not funny?
No, it's like the pinnacle of humor. It's an untoppable moment.
¿De qué habla?
But what, did he pull his belt off to in
Ah,
order
se
to
quitó el
dig?
cinturón para acabar.
Why does why does that happen, Ron? Now tell us.
It's because the game requires different levels. You got your sophisticated.
But why do his
humor,
pants fall down? Did
and
he
you
take
got
his
your-
to dig? See, that would
See,
make
the
sense.
problem is you're trying to justify it too much. It's just funny. Just roll with it.
It's fantasy.
Igual es que en la versión original sí, porque no me pareció que se le cayeran, ¿verdad? Igual es cosa mía, pero... Vale, si pulso más rápido no pasa nada. Vale. Ya tengo... ¿Cómo anda ese ser? Bueno, bien. Creo que voy a buen ritmo, aunque como no lo he jugado antes, la verdad no lo tengo muy claro. Pero... Bien, acabo de desenterrar un hueso del cementerio porque lo necesito para un conjuro vudú. Vete para Minecraft. Son las 11:30. Sobre las 12 me voy para Minecraft si quieres. A mí el Final Fantasy X me gustó mucho. Lo
Back
jugué.
again, Mr. Threepwood.
Lo jugué nada más salió, entre comillas, que lo tenía mi tío.
About that voodoo doll?
Have you brought me the ingredients?
Traje uno.
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Prefiero no llevarlo encima.
Have you brought me any other ingredients?
Nope. Could you tell me what they were again?
Just like the list.
Yo no lo he jugado completo. El Final Fantasy X yo sí. De hecho me lo he pasado 2 veces. La primera vez conseguí todas las invocaciones y la segunda creo que me faltó una y porque me dio pereza conseguirla. Porque hay una de las invocaciones que para conseguirla tienes que pasarte los templos de las invocaciones al 100% y son puzzles muy, muy raros. Entonces me dio toda la pereza y simplemente pues fui lo más rápido que pude porque quería terminarlo otra vez. Ahora estoy aprovechando que estoy trabajando y tal, estoy ahorrando para pillarme un PC nuevo y entonces ahí ya volveré a jugar a todos los juegos así un poco más... con más gráficos. No porque no pueda ahora, sino porque me parece que va a ser bastante mejor. ¿Hay algo más por aquí? Aparte del rótulo, que no me apetece ir hasta ahí.
Captain Dread.
I never liked his name.
Captain Dread, that's a great name.
I never liked his name.
Captain Dread. It's
a great
both
name.
scary pirate name
You're wrong.
and dreadlocks. Maybe you don't realize this, but those big chunks of hair are called dreadlocks.
Me hace mucha gracia que tenga los comentarios de los directores aquí. Puerta del camarote. Vamos a hablar con este tipo.
Hello? Hello, man. My name's Captain
Quisiera
Drake.
tener alguna
What can I
consola
do
para
for you?
jugar al Just Dance 2021. Buenas noches, Candy. Yo Just Dance no he jugado ninguno. Yo soy más del SingStar y cosas así. Pero bueno, que descanses. Gracias por pasarte.
Navy Dreads.
Thanks, man.
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island.
Chao, chao.
No
Lo del
ships
karaoke
can
igual
sail
algún día
in or
llega,
out
pero para eso
without his
necesito suficiente
approval.
gente que se
There's
ría
no
y cuando
way
yo
he
me
would let me
ridículo.
leave.
Tell me more about that necklace thing you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island.
Monkey Island.
When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals.
Monkey Island.
I escaped, man. But my navigator was not so lucky. All I found of him was one of his eyeballs. And I've kept it as a good luck charm.
Que haya encontrado un globo ocular es muy raro porque la cabeza, que lo utilizamos en el primer juego para llegar hasta el infierno, tenía los dos ojos. Y el collar estaba hecho de globos oculares, pero entonces significa que uno de los globos, el globo ocular que este tiene, no es de él.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
Unlikely.
I gotta run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
¿Para qué quieres que vuelva? Vale, tengo un palo que podría llevar al aserradero, que fue cuando le di a la hacha al principio me decía que consiguiera madera. Y de momento pues nada más. Ya la pala me imagino que era para eso. El cubo no tengo ni idea de para qué. Igual tengo que meterme debajo de su ventana y esperar a que me den el cubo o algo. Así que ya veremos.
Welcome to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone.
Tesoros. No hay nada por aquí que pueda pillar. Vale. A ver qué pasa con la madera esta.
No, thanks.
Ah, vale. Pues... Necesito entrar en la cocina, ¿para qué? Esa es la pregunta, porque el cubo ya lo tengo. Necesito el ticket de la tintorería para conseguir la... de la ropa del largo, seguro.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Y aquí su saliva.
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is. Make anything you could name. But I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand.
You there!
Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass. Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose.
That's all I have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this stump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
What? Ya tengo el fluido.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
Cógela.
I don't want to touch it with my hands.
¿Puedo usar el cubo?
There isn't enough spit to put in the bucket.
¿El papel? Ahí está,
yeah.
tengo el papel.
Yep, it's Largo's.
Vale, entonces ahora necesito el ticket de Largo para recoger su ropa. Pero ¿cómo consigo yo el ticket? ¿Qué era esto? Ya no me acuerdo. Porque esto es la lavandería y ahí estaba el hotel. Esto era... Ah, lo del cartógrafo.
Hello.
Aquí conseguí el papel para el escupitajo. ¿Y qué puedo hacer ahora? ¿Puedo robarle la ropa limpia?
No ticket, no laundry.
Vale, necesito el ticket. Vamos a hablar con estos tipos.
What is it?
¿Cuánto tiempo sin vernos? Soy Gaybrush. Ah, se supone que son los 3 tipos estos del primero.
Did you ever get that circus started?
Do we know you?
Un gran pirata, el hombre que liberó el mundo del Echak. Me engañaste vendiendo un mapa falso.
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a
El
map.
último juego, ¿eh?
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
Esa rata es tuya.
Is that your rat?
Yes. We call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The Sacking Lunch. It was quite lucrative.
What does this have to do with performing?
I'm getting to that. The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
What did you do with the money?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats.
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
And search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Big Whoop! Did you find anything?
Not exactly.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
How much longer is this story?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
¿Qué dijo? Dímelo ya.
What is it? What did he say? Tell me already.
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation. So to speak.
Right.
Estás dejando goles. Puede ganar al estar cerca de la Tierra.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But...
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
Well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Tierrafobia, solofobia, tierra firmefobia,
Stupidity?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcaphobia.
Fear of killer whales?
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Acabo de conseguir dinero. Doblón, uno solo. Bueno. Vale, la rata supongo que la podría atrapar con queso. La cuestión es de dónde sacó el queso.
Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
If only I could use this stuff on my lines. If only I could use this stuff on my lines. I don't want to polish that. I don't want to polish that. I don't want to polish that. I don't want to polish that.
Bueno, pues muy bien. Pues vamos a entregársela mientras tanto. Si de verdad es un objeto necesario para la historia, podremos volver a conseguirlo.
¡Hey! ¡Yuhu! ¡Yuhu!
Vale. Están dormidos y no se despiertan, o sea que me quedo con esto. La cuestión es... Oh no, se me va la...